So hello and good afternoon. So today we are going to discuss a very important topic, projectile motion. So till now we have seen motion under gravity. So where we throw a ball with some velocity u vertically and it lands on the earth, right? Okay. So there we have calculated two things. First was time of flight. There we can calculate the time of flight using Sy is equal to UIT plus half A by T square, and we got the value of time of flight as 2uy by g. For maximum height, it was how much? So nothing but h is equal to u square by 2g, correct? So yeah, now we are going to proceed into projectile motion. Projectile motion nothing but motion under 2D, motion in 2D, two-dimensional. So let's say in real life, let's say I throw a ball at some speed u with an angle theta with respect to horizontal, okay? Independently solve in x and y. So if you look very carefully, velocity in x would be nothing but what? Nothing but u cos theta. This is x, this I'm taking is y. So along x-axis it would be u cos theta, along y it would be u sin theta. And I told you, like basically gravitation always acts downward. Everywhere gravitation acts downward. Okay? So for acceleration, along x it is 0, along y it is downward. So let's say I'm taking positive x as positive, up as positive y. So gravity acting downward, it's a negative y axis. So I will take as minus g, right? I will take as minus g. Okay, so till now it is pretty much good. So whenever a question like this come, always remember to convert this into a table format. Just write the velocity in x and y and acceleration in x and y. Okay. Okay. So now we are going to discuss the rest of the portion in the next part. So first we are going to discuss time of flight. Time of flight is nothing but for how much time object is in air. So as said by Galileo, I can solve independently for x and y. So if you look very carefully, the motion is happening like what? So the motion in x is like this, but the motion in y is like it is going up then again coming down. So let's say here I throw a very high beam light, and if let's say I cast the shadow on a building, so what you will see, a ball is going up, the shadow will go up and then again go down. So ultimately his displacement in y would be what? 0, isn't it? So I can write that displacement in y is 0. So according to the Newton's second equation of motion, it's nothing but s is equal to ut plus half at square. I will apply along y. So sy is equal to uyt plus half a by t square, isn't it? And sy is 0. Why? Because finally displacement is 0. Displacement is 0. So sy, this is ultimately 0. Uy, along y, what was the velocity? U sin theta. So 0 is equal to u sin theta into time t. Ay is minus g. Ay is minus g, right? So minus half gt square. If you take t common, 0 is equal to t u sin theta minus half gt. From here you will get two values of t. One, t equal to 0, basically the motion has not started. Another is t is equal to 2u sin theta by g, or I can write this as t is equal to 2u y by g, basically the velocity in y axis. This is for the time of flight. Okay, so now we are going to calculate for maximum height. So what do we know? For maximum height, at topmost point, velocity is 0. Velocity in y is 0. Why it is 0 in y? Because let's say this is my ball. This is my ball going up. At this point, velocity in y is 0. Let's say velocity in y is not 0. Then ultimately it should go more up. But since this is the maximum height, it can't go above this. There's nothing but to stop. You will stop here and then again fall down. Right? So I can apply the third equation of motion, which is nothing but v square minus u square is equal to 2as in y. So vy square minus uy square is equal to 2ay sy. At topmost point, final velocity is 0, Vy is 0, isn't it? Initially velocity was minus u sin theta along y is equal to gravitation acting along downward always minus 2g sy, nothing but maximum height. So minus minus cancel out, you would get h max is nothing but u square sin square theta by 2g, or I can say uy square by 2g. This is the final relation. Okay, so this is how we solve a question of maximum height. Projectile motion, where we are going to calculate range now. So till now what we have discussed, let's say throw a ball at some speed u at an angle theta. So we have to draw the component, right? So let's say we have discussed, right? So let's say here I take a very high beam light and I cast the shadow of the ball movement in on this floor. What you will see? You will see that this ball is going in this direction like this linearly, right? So you will see that displacement in x is nothing but uxt plus half axt square. Since acceleration in x is 0, acceleration x is 0 because gravity always acts downward in y only. So I will write is nothing but uxt. Uxt is u cos theta into t. T is nothing but time of flight. For what amount of time object was in air? So u cos theta into 2u sin theta by g, or we can write as 2u square sin theta cos theta by g. This is nothing but range, or for better I try to memorize by this format: 2ux uy by g, where ux is velocity in x direction, nothing but u cos theta, and uy is velocity in y, nothing but u sin theta. Okay, so this is by why we end the projectile motion. Thank you.